One could hope.
I guess this is what happens when you Google world's most boring guitar riff. I am your host at Hop Beerfield Bob with 2 B's. As always, joined by Beerfield 30.
That was great.
We weren't supposed to be here this week. I was supposed to have to work, but since I work for a power company, when there's expected weather in the area, we decide to cancel all system changes for stability reasons. So I don't have to work during my son's first Halloween, so that's fun. There were a lot of words being said on Friday when I found that out.
Oh, I'm sure there was.
But then I was like, wait a second. I get to come hang out with all 7 of our adoring public.
Sir, I don't know if we have 7, but hey, I'll take it.
And that makes me happy. That's a high estimate. High estimate. So yeah, we're doing the live stream thing this week after not being able to do it last week because I was working. Sincerely apologize for that. It's a once a year thing that tends to fall.
How dare you have to do the
in the
thing
fall.
that makes you the money that you make? How dare you?
I live off of and raise my child off of and survive off of. Yeah, I know it's terrible.
How fucking dare you?
No, it really does suck. But this right here, right? We said on the Wednesday show, we wouldn't be here, and now we're here. So this is why you got to like and subscribe and hit the notification icon so you know when we're here. Because situations, being situational as they are, they change sometimes.
Yeah,
so
we went from out to being active. We both woke up. We thought our hamstrings were a bit tight, but we did some stretches, and here we are. We're like the opposite of football players this week, I feel like.
we are indeed. Speaking of going from out to active, or active to out, probably the most important thing you can do this week is, or the most important thing we can tell you this week is there was a late week injury to Darren Waller. He's a game time decision, and they play in the 3:05 game. So what that means is, if you're like me, you don't roster 2 tight ends. I don't roster 2 tight ends, basically, is what I'm saying there. So
I less than 2 tight end leagues.
right.
Sometimes tight end preview. Both times tight end preview.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Sometimes.
But, basically, long way around of saying make sure you get a backup. Go draft a backup, not draft a backup. Pick one up for free off waivers if you don't have a backup and you have Darren Waller because, you might need that insurance policy. You'll find out at 3 o'clock, but you want to be ready to pivot. You don't want to be trying to figure out who you're going to get. So just go ahead and turn that roster spot. You should always have one, especially through bye weeks, that identified that you're willing to cut bait with if you have to pick up a weekly start, make a last-minute lineup swap, whatever. You should always have one that you're ready to just move on from and roll through. If you're looking for fill-ins for that, the Eagles are playing the Raiders. Foster Moreau is his direct backup, by the way, just in case you're curious. But
we love Foster Moreau.
we do. More of an end-zone threat, but between the 20s, you're going to do that.
You're gonna down touch.
No. You're going to read the sign behind my shoulder.
I can't. It's too bright.
It's not too bright. I can read it on my camera. Here, let me do this.
Oh, play Hunter Renfro. Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go this way.
Is it
Let's go
pay
this way.
Hunter Renfro or is it play Hunter Renfro?
Play Hunter Renfro. I
Play Hunter Renfro.
just went to full screen. It'll change in a second when I'm talking.
No, I see it now.
Yeah. I got to play Hunter Renfro between the 20s. Eagles, I somehow was lucky enough to get Dallas Goedert off waivers in one league. I have no idea how that happened. Probably the best thing you could hope for.
Yes.
Your other options, Higbee's not going to be out there, so you're looking probably Brait or O.J. Howard for the Bucks. Gronk's going to miss again, so that's really a dart throw. Jack Doyle or Mo Alley Cox should be out there for the Colts. Couple different routes you can go with that. The Seahawks play on Monday night. Gerald Everett is out there most likely. Juwan Johnson, who's been a touchdown catcher for the Saints. Zach Ertz might be out there, who the Cardinals just traded for. So you got a couple of options as backups. They're not nearly going to be as sexy as Darren Waller, but those are guys you should know and potentially go grab if you're going to need a plug-in. And I would recommend having that backup plan available to you.
I 1,000% agree.
Well, that's good. If you disagreed with that, I'd be very confused.
Yeah.
Why did I get logged out of everything?
Oh, that's the worst.
It is, isn't it?
Dude, I played a lot of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Man, I feel
Gross about
sucked.
that.
I mean, by Apocalypse, wasn't expecting both OBJ and Landry to play, especially with OBJ. I feel it in and out of the lineup, but apparently DPJ hurt his hamstring during warm-ups, and then by the second play of the game, he was ruled out.
That was like me with Kadarius Toney last week, but at least he'd gotten 3 balls.
Oh my god, it was so dumb.
I hate it when that happens, though.
Stupid fantasy and things you can't control.
Our Twitter name is just Beerfield now, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to log into things. I'm sorry. So I can get this link tweeted out. And apparently my computer
You're so good at this.
has logged me out of everything. Yeah, no preparation whatsoever. Promise we're going to get into the ins and outs here in a minute. But I want to get this link out to the 8 of our adoring public.
8 now.
You
I
know,
think we just gained one.
we did.
I think we just gained a fan during this time. I love it. I also played a lot of Case Keenum. I had a lot of Case Keenum in really deep leagues.
Did you?
Yeah, just sitting there. Well, I mean, I had Baker. Obviously.
Now I've actually got
a lot of Baker in leagues.
Now I've actually got a. Alex, we weren't expecting a stream today either. Things changed for me a little bit. Projected weather in the area, which means that any system changes get canceled. I work for a power company, so.
He goes, make it 10. You can count my 2 cats.
Heck yeah.
Hey. Fucking cats matter here, man.
Yeah, we didn't know that we would have a stream today until we had a stream today. Actually, I knew on Friday. We just didn't, tweet anything about it.
No, because, we're not very good at this.
The
reason why we only have about 8 fans.
Yeah, that's not true. I mean, that's not true.
We used to have more.
I see the numbers, dang it.
I know we have more.
All right.
You wouldn't be here.
Let me refresh this and let's go through some of this because I've been relatively more plugged in this week, but still not fully. Sterling Shepard's out. So we talked about this when we were talking Dante Pettis earlier this week. So Sterling Shepard's not going to play. Darius Slayton expected to play. Only healthy receiver New York has out of their top option. John Ross is back. So
is it Ross and Pettis?
It's Ross and Shepard.
Oh, Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ross is back. That's fine.
Yeah,
Still play Pettis. Don't play Pettis. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah. Oh wait. No. Sorry. Sterling Shepard's out. I apologize. Slayton is the healthy one. So it's going to be Slayton, Ross, and Pettis, most likely. A lot of speed there. So everything's going to be a 9 route.
Just go deep, man. We'll hit
it's all
you.
worth it. I think Evan Ingram's expected to play too. So I would shy away from that Pettis take a little bit with others.
I'm not gonna double down on my Pettis take.
It was always predicated. We said it then. It was always predicated on if he's the second option, and with Slayton healthy, Ross healthy, Slayton healthy, Ross healthy, Ingram healthy. You can't guarantee he's the second option. None of those are great, but
No,
there's
no.
enough there now to where you don't expect concentrated target volume. And if he does produce this week, then is Dante Pettis back? I don't know. We'll talk about that Wednesday. I'm not going to waste air on that.
I'm not.
unless it happens.
Like, even if Pettis does something, even if he's, has a pulse, I'm still not running out there to play.
Colton, I am absolutely ready for the nastiest start question. Shep is, it actually had just come through Roto from Dan Dugan on Twitter that Shep is not expected to go. It was a game time decision when I woke up this morning.
It looks like also Cliff Kingsbury will be able to coach.
Oh, well, yeah, good. Start if you got a head coach slot, start Cliff Kingsbury.
Hey, there's leagues.
There are leagues. I know.
There are leagues like that.
I know. I actually live for the day. We occasionally get kicker questions. I live for the day where we get head coach questions.
It'll be a highlight in our
Short
wonderful
career. Yeah.
wonderful history of doing this podcast. It'll be. I am also looking forward to that day.
Yep, Galladay and Tony both definitely out.
All right, here's his question. Colton's question. For his RB2 slot, Malcolm Brown, Tyson Williams, JaMychal Hasty, or your favorite, Jarrett Patterson.
Yeah. JaMychal Hasty? I mean,
I honestly don't know.
It might be Malcolm Brown.
It's probably Malcolm Brown.
But it's between Brown and Hasty. Let's rule it down to two right now. It's between Brown and Hasty. Hasty's making his return. He should instantly be the top back on that depth chart. Wilson not activated yet.
Is he going to be ahead of Elijah Mitchell?
I think he will be. Yes.
Okay.
We'll see though. That's the question, right? But you look at Mitchell's usage going down. We know Trey Sermon. We're using fullbacks over Trey Sermon. So, if anything, it's not like
Don't
San
you dare
Francisco.
besmirk Kyle Juszczyk.
It's I love Juszczyk, but still.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like San Francisco doesn't viably use two backs when they're running right. So, they just haven't had two backs to be able to use.
That's true. He just doesn't need a zero. You may want to play Malcolm Brown then. Yeah. I mean, it's gross. You're not gonna, there's very little upside to that.
If you don't need a zero, just play Malcolm Brown because you won't get a zero. You'll get like 5 points, but it's not a zero.
Fuck, you might not even. You might get like 3.5. I'm trying to see who the Niners play.
Niners have the Colts.
Tough running back matchup too. There's one: Elijah Moore or Jamison Crowder. Alex.
Oh shit.
Or Rager. More Crowder, Rager. I don't think Alex Collins is going to play, but you can tempt fate there.
Is Collins
hurt?
hurt?
Monday night game. Yeah, he was questionable. He's been questionable to play.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. We settled on Malcolm Brown for Colton, right?
We settled on Malcolm Brown.
If you just don't need a zero, if you need a little bit of upside, then it's Hasty. Brown has no upside at all.
His upside is if, for whatever reason, his 25% snaps he plays, he falls into the end zone.
5 points, he might just get 3.5. More Crowder and a half PPR. Good Lord. I lean Rager. We saw what happened the last time the Jets played the Patriots. Eagles at least have the Raiders. They're running relatively full steam.
Also, I think it's upside 6 points. I think it is.
There's gonna be a lot of 6-point upside this week.
Yeah, it's gotta be like the best feeling in the world to play DFS this week when you look at who you have to pick from. It's like, who could beat something?
Rager did goose egg last week though too, so I don't feel great about that one.
That's true. He did goose egg last week.
I really don't feel good about that one.
I don't think it's Elijah Moore. It's just whether not.
No,
you play Crowder.
I don't think it's Elijah Moore either. Let me look at Crowder real quick.
Fortunately, the Elijah Moore breakout party it's not going to probably happen this year. Let's see what.
Crowder's not
That's
much better.
Over 50. I mean, he's got. I mean, he didn't goose egg
He's not
his last two
goose-egging.
games. Since he's been back, he hasn't goose egged. It's just again, he's like Malcolm Brown. He's gonna get you like 4 to 6
gross.
points.
Yeah.
And you better hope he falls in that
This
fucking
is the
end zone.
same thing. It's Crowder if you just don't need a 0. If you need any form of upside, it's Rager.
Rager does get the.
And I
downfield.
mean, like
He
any
gets
upside at all. If you need a floor that's higher than 5 points. Or sorry. If you need upside that's higher than 5 points. I don't know that Rager has a floor. He's in a dirt shack.
He doesn't have much. He's had 9 targets his last 3 games combined, so not pretty.
Not pretty.
All right, so I think I'm going Crowder. We got another
This
question
is
that
the
just
week.
rolled in. All right, a team out of nowhere. Welcome, team out of nowhere.
Welcome, team out of
We've seen you
nowhere.
before. He needs flex 3 full. I need to flex 3 full point PPR. So we got to pick from 3 players here. Callaway.
You missed
Or
Pitts.
it's Pitts, Callaway, Bateman, Michael Carter, Nyheim Hines. Alex has stated his point of not Nyheim Hines.
I would like to hit Nyheim Hines with an RKO out of nowhere because
I think every single JT fan would also love to hit Hines with RKO.
well, it's not even that. It's that he's a guy kept around to be JD McKissick like, right? And that hasn't unfolded. So it's not Hines. Carter's got a very tough matchup. I am forced to start Carter in at least one spot, and I do not love it.
Yeah, I'm the same way with Ty Johnson in a few leagues because when you push for Ty Johnson, Dan,
You gotta
everybody
go for
wants.
it. Yeah.
Dan has a lot of them. So.
Yeah, I had to start Carter in a league. Really extremely deep league, though.
I don't think it's Michael Carter. That matchup is god awful,
And then that only leaves 3 left, which is Pitts,
what he
Bateman, and
needs.
Callaway, which I
Yes.
think that's what you need. You know,
I think those are your best 3 anyway. So
yeah, we talked about Bateman last week and the volume you saw, or the snap share you saw in his first week back, and routes run and all that. All the underlying stuff looked good. So, you kind of expect that to continue. The Bengals should be able to at least keep pace with the Ravens and keep them, keep them in throwing mode. You capture that with the fact that the running game for the Ravens is all geriatric. So you got to pay attention to that, and then. Yeah, so I like Bateman there. Pitts, Atlanta has used him a bit more, and you've seen a bit of success start to flash with Ridley out. Ridley is back, but it's the Dolphins. That's not exactly a tough matchup there. I mean, it's hard to play tight ends in the slot, but when it's your best, or in a flex spot, but when it's your best option, it's your best option. Hey, you two, team out of nowhere. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, bud. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah. Callaway's just always got the chance to hit something. Touchdown or bust.
That's pretty much he is Rager that actually gets a little more deep shots. He doesn't have any floor to him, but he's got.
Well, and I could catch.
He does have boom bust upside.
I could probably catch a deep ball on the Seahawks defense. So,
I'd like to see that happen, but I'm gonna go with you. Probably could.
they're pretty bad.
They're pretty fucking terrible. Morrissey with more who's came up.
Never Hines. All right.
Never Hines.
Antonio Gibson is going to play, by the way, for anybody that's been under a little bit of a rock. So Gibson's going to play. Darren Waller, quote, doesn't feel great, which kind of what we reported. So what Schefter reported and I re-reported. So we'll, like I said, have a backup for him ready to go. Panthers signed Amir Abdullah. Didn't know that.
They did. I'll play Hines before I play Locke. Oh my God, Richard Sherman is going to be a defensive back coach today.
Good for him.
Their DB coach is out due to a COVID-19 protocol. I know Alex mentioned that in the comments. I thought he was just fucking joking. That's hysterical.
Well, good for him.
He's fucking smart, man. It's great for Sherman.
He's very smart. It's a position that he knows. He's a veteran. He's got to start thinking about life after football, and if that's something he wants to do. So Good for him getting his.
Well, I
feet
think
wet.
he'd be a fucking great coach.
I'd imagine.
I think he'd be a good coach.
Yeah, and I would imagine that he's probably looked at that way anyway as a veteran locker room presence that's had a ton of success in the league. You know, people don't like him because he's loud in the media, but you know he's probably a really good fit for him, honestly.
I agree. Devonta Parker's out too today. Remember Majay Stevenson, no Tevin Coleman. So
Alex Collins is playing.
Is playing now?
Yeah, they're already saying he's playing.
Okay.
Play
Alex Collins
yesterday.
Alex, I think there is a question. Yeah, there was.
Yeah, he returned.
There's a more Crowder, Rager, or Alex Collins
to practice Saturday. Will be active Monday evening against the Saints.
Okay. Well, then go play. And then you can throw in. You have permission from us to go put in
Alex Collins.
If not, then you may want to pick somebody else up just for the off chance that he re-injures something. But I think you can play him just fine.
Damian Williams is active. I would not play a Bears running back this week if you can help it. And Khalil Herbert's looked like the better of the two. The 1 week they were both active, but it's a very tough matchup for that. I would avoid that if at all possible. T.Y. Hilton's gonna miss again.
Yep, saw that. It was officially ruled out, I think, last night.
Yeah.
Julio Jones and A.J. Brown will both be full go against the Chiefs. So thank God that bad Tannehill will actually have his good players, so he won't look as bad.
Yeah. Dawson Knox expected to miss 3 weeks due to hand surgery. Man, tight ends behind like Hawkinson and Kelsey are kind of dropping like flies here.
As our boy Larky put out, who would have thought that after Kelsey and Waller, it was Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, Kelsey Waller.
And she says round 22, Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz is on bye.
That's funny.
Logan Thomas is still out. You just lost Dawson Knox. It's getting tough out there.
So Alex said Crowder or Hines in half-point PPR. He said weather's bad in San Fran, so he needed Hines.
I haven't looked at weather.
I think I still go with Crowder. I mean, if it's bad weather, it's such a neutral game script, and I would say they may lean heavier on the running game, but they don't lean on Jonathan Taylor. They don't, at least not to that extent. I mean, they should, but Marlon Mack still hasn't been traded, so he'll get some run. And Wentz doesn't have a noodle arm the way that Phillip Rivers does, so it's not surprising that Hines hasn't been, hyper consistent even in positive game scripts for him.
I actually hadn't been looking at weather that much because weather's kind of boring early season, but now's the time where it gets interesting.
Gotta remember which league I had.
64, rainy and windy. 16 miles an hour to the south.
Oh, that's nothing. That's fine. Rain doesn't matter. It's wind, and wind isn't high enough gusts.
Yeah.
And not gusts. It's high winds.
Hit some details here.
Sustained high winds is what you want to look out for.
And getting better as the game goes on. It looks like.
It's not. Shit.
Yeah. Definitely looking like it's going to rain the whole time, but the wind is supposed to die down as the game goes on.
Yeah, I wouldn't be as concerned. I mean, he could pop off. I mean, the Colts have been very inconsistent with how they want to play their backs, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it.
I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it, but.
No, I'm definitely not betting on it.
There he is. I guess I'm playing Darius Slayton today.
Have fun.
Said no one ever with enthusiasm.
Tyler Kroft's out. Speaking of tight ends getting thinner, no one cares.
It just keeps getting worse. It's good. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine.
Everything's okay.
Everything's fine. We're fine.
No,
We're fine. Everything's
terrible.
Everything's
Kelsey's
fine.
playing at least. Oh, wait, OJ Howard's questionable.
Oh my god, it might actually be Cameron Bray season.
Always should.
They're
be
just gonna run 4 wide receiver sets with Fournette. They're not even gonna fuck around with a tight end.
McLaurin and NASCAR are both healthy and playing.
Good.
There's some question on that. Jerry Jeudy medically cleared. Will be back week 8. Rashad Penny designated to return. Trey Lance not active. Oh yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo starting this week. By the way.
Yep.
BT
Yeah, Lance is out. Yep.
Lance is out with a knee injury, and Jimmy Garoppolo. You know, Lance was never named the starter if Garoppolo was healthy. So there's that too.
That's good. Oh my god, the one in this dynasty league, I'm 5-1, and I get to play against the 0-6 team with the worst roster in the world.
Yeah, I get to play
Lucky.
against Drew this week in your dynasty league. So
I mean,
good person to run into when everyone's on bye.
There's a chance that I could still lose. That's the sad part, but more confidence. Looking at some of these bad Thursday night performances, I'm like, fuck. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. We're fine. I played him.
I think the Brandon McManus one hurt the worst.
Yeah, but yeah. Damn kickers, though.
Inconsistent.
Mother truckers.
I don't see anything else that I really care about. Allen Robinson's healthy, if you still are into that type of thing.
If you like punishment.
And now I'm to everything Giants, and that's just when you leave a page when the first 5 logos you see on it are all Giants. You think Gettleman gets a pass because of everybody that's hurt? Or do you think he still gets canned?
I think he should get canned. I think he may get a pass, but I don't think he should.
Oh, some official inactives rolling in. So there are no Sterling Shepard, Kenny Golladay, Kadarius Toney, Saquon Barkley, all out for the Giants. We knew that. Curtis Samuel is the only one out for. Brandon Scherf is still out. Wait, I'm confused. I think that's a typo. It says they declared all these players as active, but I'm pretty sure that's a typo.
Uh-oh. Well, let's hope so.
Chiefs declared Chiefs will be at that Travarius Ward again. He's just, I think, usually their best.
Headlines.
Running their best cornerback, Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, is out, so they're missing a guard again. I'm still playing Darren Williams. No Terrace Marshall for the Panthers. He's out with a concussion.
Yep.
Nothing surprising here.
Nope, not really. Yeah. Nothing so far.
Need Grokey to lose this week. I don't think I have anything. I know I had no pressing asking for a friends either. It's hard to have those this week.
Yeah,
It's either you have none or you have a ton. And if you have a ton, they're all ugly. See if there's anything I want to bet on.
Do that afterwards.
I might do an SGP on something just for fun.
I don't think anything stands out too major. Got Arizona, Houston went up to 19.5.
Ramondre Stevenson's inactive if you care.
Yeah. Betting wise, nothing. Nothing 2. Maybe Carolina, even -3. Like that. I don't know what the Jets are going to put forth for an offense. So
I don't either.
I wonder if Detroit could hang in with the Rams.
You like
16.5.
You like Bateman over 38.5?
That's close. I like to see his route tree expand more downfield as he's kind of been filling in for Watkins, and Watkins got kind of more of the intermediate stuff. But Bengals pushes tempo more. Ravens don't get up big. I think there's a good argument to be made that he hits this 38.5.
I'm gonna go with it.
Rookies are kind of the best. Rookie receivers are kind of the best to find value in prop bets, especially ones that haven't played. That have only played for a week or two.
I think the Bengals cover 6.5.
See, that one's tough to me. I don't know. Rudolph could be a sneaky deep play. I mean, we've seen all the injuries at tight ends. Between him and Ingram might be the only ones catching passes.
Who asked about Kyle Rudolph?
Alex, he just.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I totally missed it. You didn't read the question. You just started talking about Kyle Rudolph.
He just put it out. He just said Rudolph could be a sneaky play today.
Oh, yeah. He could be.
Question. That's what I said.
Ingram's healthy.
Could be one.
Well, Ingram's healthy.
Yeah, but nobody else is.
Right.
It's him and Slayton, right? Yeah, that's it.
John Ross. You're besmirching John Ross.
Oh, my God. John Ross is about to go off now. 8 for 116, too.
Need another thing to put in this SGP. Player passing yards. Burrow's at 257.
Maybe Jamar Chase. Maybe do Jamar Chase anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be worth. It's going to probably be maybe close to even money, maybe even be less, but it might not be the worst play.
Burrow's over-unders 257.5.
Ooh.
That's tough. You got Mixon's rush yards at 58.5. Hasn't he mostly been over that?
Maybe. It feels like a trap. It feels like a trap play. I mean, the point spread suggests that maybe Baltimore gets up, but I don't think the game should ever get out of hand enough where Mixon's running, where the running attack for Cincinnati is getting scripted out. I mean, and we've seen Baltimore never. I mean, outside of the game against the Chargers, they've never. There is no blowing teams out for them. They've kind of downplayed to their opponent. So I don't hate Mixon over 58.5 rushing.
I think I'm going to do that one. That seems like the other one I want. It was either that or Lamar over 60.5 rushing. But that seems dicey when everybody looks for that. So
That's always tough. Yeah. You don't know, because you just never know which week will be the week where Lamar just doesn't take off and run.
throw $5 on that. Just see how it goes.
Just to see how it feels.
Yep, and I'll probably throw a couple other cheapos out there. The energy is got to make for terrible radio right now. Terrible podcast.
Oh, he's idle. This is great. This is great radio. I don't know what I'm talking
I'm just
about.
like kick back here, chilling, making
Just,
some bets.
talking.
Nice
Yeah.
lazy Sunday morning. We're just talking. Wait to see if anybody shows up with questions. We'll check in on things in a minute.
I mean, I got it popped up. I'm always checking.
I might try to pick an upset.
An upset?
I don't know if there's an upset I like, though. There's really not an upset I like.
Maybe Titans at home. Otherwise, no. Oh my God, Arizona Houston jumped up to 20.5 now.
Did it?
Oh man, that's flying.
I'm almost at a point where I'm gonna.
Maybe Seattle Monday night. It's only 4 to. I mean, they're.
It's only 4.5 at home.
I mean, if you're like an underdog to win, Seattle technically, could fit the ability. Maybe, I mean, Miami technically it's not favored. Atlanta's technically favored against Miami, but that's more of a pick 'em. If you're looking for what an underdog is maybe the Giants.
I was
But
gonna say
I'd probably
Giants
go
at
with
home.
I think it'd be Seattle. I think I'd go Seattle at plus 4.5.
I don't want to wait that long.
I know. Well, you don't have.
I'll
to
bet
make that
Monday
decision
nights
today.
on Mondays. Yeah,
That's for Monday, Dan.
that's a Monday decision.
That's a Monday problem. Maybe the Eagles on the road against the Raiders. The Raiders have been kind of meh.
Well, they have been. Not that the Eagles haven't been though, right?
The Eagles have been terrible, but again, you're looking for upsets. Maybe the Colts against the Niners. There's some there.
There's Colts at Niners. I think is.
We talk enough, we can convince ourselves there's upsets there. There's going to be at least a couple, so I don't think we go completely chalk this week.
I'm just gonna throw another 3-teamer out there just for funsies.
Do it just to see how it feels. I'll put all mine together when we get off here. Can't really do it on my desktop, so.
Got Bears 12.5, Colts money line plus 152, Patriots money line.
That works. I'm good with that.
Just throw a couple parlays out there. One of them hits, I'm in good shape, right?
All you need one.
Yeah.
That's the that's the temptation of parlays.
Just a couple and a 3-leg. 5 to win 30 and 5 to win 25. Sorry. Total payout. So 5 to win 20 and 5 to win 25. Might as well.
Might as well.
Throw a same game on Bengals. This is the podcast everyone wants, right?
You get your feet propped up. We're going over bed lines. Only the cats are listening at this point.
Cats are into it. Just show a little
Alex has left the room. Everyone's like, God, man, this theme in this show is just all got let out.
You know what? Hold on. Let me reach into the pocket and pull out my bag of tricks here. Get this pumped up a little bit. Picked this up yesterday. 134 proof.
Woo! That'll put hair on your chest.
Old Forester single barrel select.
That'll be good.
It's a cherry bomb. Straight cherry bomb. Latavius Murray is out. Devonta Freeman looked like the best back there,
and he's the pass catcher, and we kind of actually care because Lamar is actually
using him.
He's been checking it down a little bit more.
I have Devonta Freeman somewhere. Is it anywhere I want to use him? Oh, I'm already playing him in one place. Thought there was another place I picked him up that I wasn't playing him though. Was it here? No. There's problems with having a bajillion lineups.
Yeah.
Mostly that I don't know where I have everybody. And I don't know how people did it. Anyway, are we Are we done?
That it? I think that's it. Bet lines just there really isn't. I mean,
Nothing really changed. There's nothing really like I was just scrolling through that. There's nothing I really am like, oh my god, that's a great bet. So
I've been really enjoying watching the Arizona Houston line rise. That's been fun. It's going to come to a point where now Houston might be. It's revenge games for everybody.
I thought about it at 20 points, right? I mean, that's 20 points is a hard margin. I thought about it.
I almost want to put $5 on Houston to somehow upset them. It's plus 1,100. Oh man, how much is 5? That's what.
What's
55?
That payout? Yeah,
55 for $5.
Man, that's a stupid bet, but it's $5.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it, but I'll put together bets online. But yeah, no, there's just isn't. There's only 2 games over 50.5 points. The Chiefs Titans over under jumped up a point since we were here on Tuesday. That's at 57.5 now with both Julio and AJ Brown active. The Chiefs defense is the perfect medicine to bad Tannehill. So
I can't.
This is going to be the most targeted game in game sacks for the most part. I mean, outside of people trying to be different, in correlation or in correlation. So it's expect the highest game total. The point spreads within reasonable margins. I don't hate Tennessee to cover. I definitely don't hate Tennessee to outright win this game. It's just whether or not the passing game can kind of get on track. They haven't really all been healthy at the same time really all year. So
right.
O-line's banged up. And this is that perfect matchup. They're riding off that high that they just got from beating Buffalo. So they should have lost, but it's okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Alex, we appreciate you for still being here. We're about to take off.
Yeah, we've just kind of been talking to each other and not stopping the recording.
Yeah, we tend to do that though.
We do tend to do that. Nick McLeod out for the Bengals. If you're asking who, I did too.
Here am I thinking about to drop some knowledge on us. Nope.
No, it's a cornerback.